Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 9, Water as a Resource. You must have experienced that when a wet towel is spread on a clothesline in the sun, it dries. A wet towel kept under the running fan also dries. This is because the water in the towel changes to water vapor due to heat of the sun. The change of water to water vapor on heating is called evaporation. This process is called evaporation. So, which factors that affect on the rate of evaporation are heat, exposed surface, and third one is the wind. These factors affect on the rate of evaporation. So, condensation is the change of water vapor to water on cooling. You must have seen that drops of water are seen on the outer surface of a cold bottle of water kept on the table. This is because the water vapor in the air changes into drops of water on coming in contact with the cold outer surface of the bottle. This process is called condensation. This process is called condensation. So next is water cycle. What is this? Water circulates naturally between water bodies on the earth and it forming the atmosphere. This is called water cycle. So first of all, the water in the lakes, rivers that get heated by the sun, this process is called evaporation, and after that water mixes with the air and rises high up in the sky. This process is called condensation. So drops of water join together and form clouds, and after that when clouds become heavy they fall down as a rain. So this process is called water cycle. Rainwater fills again with the water, lakes, rivers, and this process is going on. This is called water cycle. So next is impurities in water, polluting water. Water in the water bodies becomes dirty due to several human activities. People dump wastage in rivers and lakes. So people also wash clothes and their cattle in rivers. This makes water in these water bodies dirty. People use water from rivers and lakes for drinking. Drinking dirty water can make us sick. So we can suffer from water-borne diseases like typhoid. Water in water bodies have insoluble impurities like mud, stones, etc. So what are the steps to purify the water? Purification of water, we can't consume water from lakes, rivers and ponds directly without purifying it. There are different ways of purifying water. First one is removing insoluble impurities present in water, and second is removing soluble impurities present in water. First one is how we can remove insoluble impurities, by which methods. There are three types. Sedimentation. First one is removable insoluble impurities present in water. First is sedimentation. So what is this process? If muddy water is allowed to stand in a container, mud will settle down at the bottom of the container. The settling down of insoluble impurities present in water is called sedimentation. And second is the descentation. In this process, the pouring of the clean water on the top of the sediment into another container is called descentation. Next is the filtration. This is another method of removing insoluble impurities present in water. Many people use candle filters in the house. So nowadays people use AquaGuard filters and UV filters also. So how can we remove soluble impurities present in water? Water has soluble impurities like bacteria and germs which cannot be seen. These need to be removed. There are two steps: boiling. First you can boil the water, and second one is the chlorination. Two methods to remove the impurities. In the boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes help to kill germs, and in the chlorinations you can add chlorine to drinking water to make it safe for drinking is called chlorination. So next topic is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is a good way to save and recycle rainwater. Catch water as it falls. So this involves collecting rainwater on the roofs of houses. There is a pipelines. From this water falls down in the pipes and storing in the underground tanks. So after that you can use this water for the irrigation system and any other household works. Clear? So remember, water is precious and should not be wasted. So dear students, you have to learn the new words on page number 62, and exercise. Your homework is exercise part 1 to 5. Write on copy. Then sixth part, there is a diagram of water cycle. Diagram on page number 60. This is the diagram of water cycle and you draw it on your copy. This is also on your book on page number 60, diagram of water cycle. And one question from your book, you have to find it by yourself. Question is, who in your city is responsible to make water from lakes safe for human consumption? Dear students, firstly you read out this chapter thoroughly with the help of video, and after that solve this question and try to solve the exercise of this chapter. Thank you.